Happy Wednesday. Welcome to a brand new video. I wanted to start off a little bit of a weekly vlog for you guys today and bring you along for the first week of prep and also my birthday week. It's my birthday on Saturday, so I wanted to make sure that I was recording and doing a vlog so that I could document my birthday weekend and of course the first week of prep. On the way to the morning sunrise. It's currently 5:50 a.m. and I wanted to bring you along for a weekly vlog. It is Wednesday today and I want to try and film until like the end of Sunday. So this weekend it is my birthday, so of course I wanted to document all the fun things that we get up to and also bring you along for the first week of prep. So I've been in prep for, this is the third day now, the first week. I think I'm about 24 or 26-ish weeks out from my first comp. So yeah, prep has started and I want to bring you along for kind of just like finding my feet, finding my groove with prep and yeah, show you what it's all about. Hello you guys, I'm back from coaching, my walk, all the things. I'm back, I'm home. It is lunchtime. It is 12:30. I've just had a quick rinse because I had to do cardio after my session. Oh my gosh. So cardio has been upped to 3 by 20 minutes where my heart rate is above 150 beats per minute for the entirety of the 20 minutes. So I get very sweaty. So I'm finding that I'm going, like I have to shower after I do cardio because it's just disgusting. Anyway, I wanted to show you my lunch. It is the exact same as it has been for the past 4 days, and it will continue to be the same. I might start to incorporate a rest day lunch, like a different one, just so that I'm not getting sick of the burrito bowl because it's clutch and it's staple and I love it so much. But that is my lunch for today. I'm going to touch on a little bit more about my prep and everything later in the video, but I just wanted to show you my lunch for my training day. Wanted to come on and chat about a very strong misconception that I see online all the time, and it is getting bulky if you do weights or you do strength training. I need to debunk this for you guys because I had a client message me about that yesterday and I wanted to share it with you as well because I know that a lot of people feel this and a lot of people think this way. So buckle in, I'm going to debunk it for you. So the reason people think they're going to get bulky when they strength train is because you build muscle, right? You'll see a lot of people online and they are jacked, and this is what people think is going to happen to them as soon as they pick up a weight. They think that they're going to turn into this massively muscular person. That is not the case. You need to apply years and years and years of hard work, consistency, and training properly, eating properly, doing all the things in order to look like that. If you pick up a weight, I promise you, you're not going to turn into the Hulk. To get the toned look that everyone is striving for, you have to build muscle. The way people looked toned is because you're literally looking at their muscles with limited to little body fat on their body. That is how you achieve the toned look. You have to build muscle and then you have to strip back fat to reveal your muscles to get that toned look. You will not get this toned look if you just pick up the dumbbells or the barbells in the gym. You have to strategically go through a phase where you build a lot of muscle, which is a build, and then you have to go through a phase where you cut back on the body fat that you have on your system, and that is a cut. It also comes down to your perception on how you look at a muscular physique. If you look at a muscular physique and you think, wow, that is hot, I want to look like that, that looks empowering, that looks strong, I'm motivated to look like that, that is a really good perception to have. And I highly doubt you are somebody that thinks that you will get bulky if you pick up the weights in the gym. And if you do get bulky from picking up the weights in the gym, you probably think this is a good thing. Now, if you're going to look at getting bulky as a bad thing, chances are you don't value actually putting on muscle mass and having that muscular look. So when I was talking to my client, she voiced to me that some people in her life are telling her that they don't want to get bulky because of their weight training. They don't value muscles. They don't value that muscular look. That is why they think that they are going to get bulky, and that's why they think that it is a bad thing. It's because they don't value the muscular look. However, if you do value the muscular look, you will not be afraid to lift weights. You have to lift weights. You have to strength train and apply stimulus to your muscles in order for your muscles to grow and in order for you to get that toned look or that muscular look. The way you get bulky is by years and years and years of hard work in the gym, countless cutting and bulking cycles, and sometimes often the people that you are looking at online who are in fact bulky are sometimes using performance enhancing drugs to help them get this enhanced muscular look, because it is incredibly hard and rare to achieve a massive amount of muscle mass on your physique if you do not utilize PEDs. So this is not me saying that you can't build muscle and you can't build a fantastic physique without PEDs and being natural. I'm just saying that genetically a lot of people do not have the genetics to build an incredibly muscular physique. A lot of people do use performance enhancing drugs to help them get to that point, to get that little bit more from their body and a little bit more from their abilities and muscles to get that look. So I hope that that did help you guys and give you a bit of an insight into how to achieve a toned look versus a bulky look, the ins and outs, all the things. And I hope it kind of eased your mind into thinking that weight training will make you look bulky, or that's a bad thing, because weight training has a bazillion benefits outside of just building muscle. Outside of that, there's literally countless other benefits to strength training, exercise, all the things. So I hope that this little segment kind of just like put your mind at ease and kind of removed some of the negative thoughts that you guys had surrounding weight training, resistance training, and getting bulky from that. Okay, just had a shower, unwind-ish for the day, and I just cooked dinner. So I just made some potatoes with pumpkin, veggies, and chicken, and I seen this recipe on TikTok, and it was of this girl making like potato mince nachos sort of vibe. So I kind of replicated that with what I could do for obviously my dinner and like what I had prepped. So I've gone with this sort of concoction with the shredded chicken on top of the pumpkin and the potato, and then the veggies on the side. This is, I love my dinners to be dinners that will take me a while to eat, just because at the end of the day I'm like hungry, I've like got the stress of the day, blah blah blah, and I will find that I will just ravenously eat. So I like to have like little portions of my foods and either manually cut it up or just like have a lot of things that I need to like fork at in order to eat, because otherwise I will literally just hoover it down. Like if it's a noodle dish or a stir fry dish or a pasta dish, I find that I just eat those so quickly and it doesn't like feel like I'm having a good big meal. That's why I always try and tend to have like separate, like my food sources separate, as in like vegetables, carbs, and then proteins. Good morning guys, happy Thursday. Welcome to another day in the vlog. It is really early. It is 4:26
4:27 a.m. 4:27 a.m. That is so early, but I do have some early clients this morning from 5 a.m. so we're up early to get those done out of the way before I start the day. Today is a rest day, so I have a few exciting things planned. I'm going to get a massage, I'm going to do an infrared sauna and an ice bath as well. So that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to a rest day. I just got my period this morning / overnight, so perfect timing for a rest day, honestly. Hello beautiful people, I am home from work. I was meant to have 2 clients this morning, one at 5 a.m. and one at 6 a.m. but my 5 a.m. client didn't show up, so I went for a walk instead, and that's just honestly the downside of doing face-to-face services. Sometimes this does happen, but luckily I do have like contingencies and things in place in case it does happen. I don't get like the shorter end of the straw because obviously I woke up at 4 a.m. and was there ready to go, so that's on them. But my 6 a.m. client, we had a good yap. She's one of my longest clients that I've ever had, so it's always a good time when I coach her. We always vibe. She knows what I love in terms of intensity and all the things, so it was just a really good session. But I just made my rest day breakfast. So I have 1 English muffin, 30 grams of avocado, and I just smashed it up on there. And then I have 150 grams of egg whites and 1 large egg, of course seasoned with salt and pepper. But I thought I would show you my breakfast this morning because it is different to what I had last rest day. I am on macros, so I do have freedom with what I do with those. Always prioritizing whole foods and making sure I'm putting the macros in the right positions. So what I mean by that is like putting carbs right before I train and after I train, and then making sure my protein is after I train and then spread out throughout the day. But yeah, it's been really fun, still having a little bit of freedom whilst being on lesser calories and in prep. So I'm liking this so far. We'll see what happens, but I know my coach is going to put me onto a strict meal plan about that 10 weeks out from show, but for now we're just cruising with macros, and we'll obviously monitor to see how my adherence and my body reacts, all the things as we move through prep. But for now we're on macros, and I'm going to go pop on some YouTube and eat my breakfast. So something that I'm doing during prep is working with a posing coach to help me with my routine, my walking, my stage presence for my bodybuilding competition, and I have my call with her this morning at 9:30. It's currently 9:11, so I've got about 20-ish minutes until our call, and I'm doing these every fortnight, and then as we progress towards the end of prep it might ramp up to each week, but we'll see how we go. I'm feeling quite confident in my routine. It's just like the little tweaks that I have to do every single week, and each time that I see Morgan, my coach, just to obviously make sure that my routine is showing off my physique as best as it can and making sure that I'm comfortable with my routine. I think today we will be working on my walking on stage. I know like the basics about it. I don't know how to like walk correctly, if that makes sense, and you also have to do walks when you do comparisons. So if I am to do an overall for my show, and I'm competing against another competitor for the top position, I will have to do stage walking. So yeah, I have no idea how to do that. I have no idea how to keep my glute projection nice and high as I walk and how to keep everything together. So we will be going through that very soon, but yeah, my call is in about 20 minutes and I'm going to get ready for that. I need to do some foam rolling, some stretching, just warming up basically,
to do the call because we're literally going to do half an hour straight of posing and it's quite taxing on the body. You guys, I'm in a yapping mood and I want to come on and kind of chat about discipline, motivation, not feeling it, just feeling low. Like, let's chat about it because everyone experiences it. I'm experiencing it right now. So when it comes to health and fitness, I'm going to say something that you've heard a million times before, and that is you cannot rely on motivation in order for you to get the things done and achieve your goals, because let's be real, motivation is probably here maybe 80% of the time if you're lucky. Like, there's just so many moments when motivation really leaves us behind and we're left twiddling our thumbs and having to literally get every ounce of strength in us to complete what we need to complete. And that is literally me right now. I have been sitting at my kitchen bench for the past 2 hours editing the video from last week about my full day of eating, and I just quite literally feel like I cannot focus. I don't want to keep editing. I just literally want to rot, and it could be because the weather is terrible, but I'm just really not feeling motivated today. And this is just reality. Like, there's going to be times when you're not going to be motivated, and as I move through prep, there is going to be more times than not when I'm not motivated to do the things. And you have to discipline yourself when you're feeling this way, because otherwise you just will not achieve your goals. I don't want to do work right now, but that's not going to help me become my best version. That's not going to help me tick off my goals that I have for business. It's not going to help me grow. It's not going to do me any good if I give into the excuses and I give into the comforts of not doing what I need to do and what I should do. When you're faced with this sort of conflict where it's like you really are not motivated, you want to give in to the excuses and the short-term comforts, compared to picking the choice and making the decision to do what you're meant to do, something that you should ask yourself is, what would my higher self do in this situation? And chances are it's to do the damn thing that you don't want to do. So if your answer is that it's time to it's time to pull up your big girl pants and just do the thing, your mind is so incredibly powerful when it comes to your perspective, your mindset, and your actions. And if you teach it and train it to give into these excuses, and you teach it and you train it to give into the short-term comforts, it's going to, more often than not, give into those. Whereas if you train it to discipline itself and you train your mind to do the hard things when you don't want to, it will become easier for you to do it. Like, yeah, I'm sitting here, I'm not motivated, I don't want to do the things that I need to do, but I'm sure as shit's still gonna do it, because I've taught myself the discipline. I've taught myself that if I don't do it, like, no one's gonna help me, no one's gonna save me. Like, I need to do the things that I need to do. They're on my list for a reason, and I've set them out as a task for me to do for a reason, because they're going to help me become my best version. So if you're not feeling motivated, everyone can relate, but the people that become successful and the people that achieve the goals, the things that differ them from other people, ordinary people, are the fact that they've gotten their mind strong and their discipline strong to help them push through
moments where they're not feeling motivated and moments where they're feeling low. So if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to progress and become your best version, you need to train your mind and you need to strengthen your discipline to move through the low moments, because they're gonna happen regardless, and you just have to train yourself to discipline yourself and do the things that you don't want to do, because you have to do it. Just wanted to quickly show you my lunch for today. It is just a standard wrap from Woolworths, 50 grams of lettuce, 100 grams cucumber, 125 grams raw extra lean beef mince. And then I have 30 grams of spreadable cream cheese on the bottom with drizzled on 20 grams of light sweet chili. I wanted to show you guys my lunch just because this is different to what I ate last rest day, and I want to give you guys as much insight into what I am eating during this prep as I can / want to. So I wanted to show you guys my lunch before I tucked in and demolished her, because I am a little bit hungry.
Hello guys, I just did the sauna for 35 minutes and the ice bath for 8 minutes. Crazy. I can't even believe I did that, but I feel euphoric. Like, I feel 10 out of 10. Oh my god.
You could bend down. Look what I got, guys. For Valentine's Day and my birthday. Oh.
Can you hold on the sink for me? Yeah, angle him so the camera can see. Wow.
Good job. Hey guys, happy Saturday. Welcome to another day in the vlog. I'm sorry that I haven't spoken to you guys yet this morning or today because it's currently like 2 p.m. but it has been a go morning. It is my birthday today, but it's also Valentine's Day, which I feel like is just like the most special day to have a birthday. Anyway, we have been busy. We obviously went for the morning walk as you guys seen, and then we grabbed a coffee, had some breakfast, and then went to the gym and trained. I did glutes and shoulders. It was a really good session. We trained later than what we were expecting just because Jaden had to get a haircut, so it's all fine. Now we're home to have some lunch, and then we're going to go down the coast just a little bit, like 40 minutes away, for some dinner. We're going to have like a cute Valentine's Day picnic just because I am in prep, so I can't go out for dinner, so we're going to make something that is prep friendly and have a memory instead of just like a dinner, if that makes sense. So yeah, he got me flowers, as you guys would have just seen. He's so sweet. We're actually at the gym and he had to go and pick them up from the florist at 12 is like when his pickup time was 4, so he had to dash out from the gym, and then he called me and was like, can you please come to the car? And then he surprised me with my bouquet of flowers in the car. It was very sweet, very sweet. But we're just gonna make some lunch now. I'm having my typical burrito bowl and Jaden's going to have much the same. I didn't get to heating anything up because I'm yapping to the vlog. Oh. You're only gone for 1 minute and 45 seconds. Good morning vlog. Happy Sunday. You're so tall.
The burrito of the vlog. Good morning vlog.
Good morning vlog. Happy Sunday. We just got back from our morning walk. It was cut short because it started raining more than we wanted. But we sat at a cute cafe and had a coffee, and Jaden got a cookie, a Snickers doodle cookie, which he will tell you about.
It was life changing. It was absolutely life changing, and we took 0 calorie white chocolate drops with us to the coffee. Oh!
So we have these My Protein flavor drops that we put into our coffee and our Ninja Creamy most of the time, and it just adds a lot more flavor for literally no calories. So that was nice. That was my sweet treat for the morning slash no, the morning, because we're gonna have our Ninja Creamy. I was gonna say for the day, but we are just making breakfast. Jaden's making a big bowl of oats for his leg session, and I'm going to make oats and some eggs for my breakfast. Obviously not as much oats as normal because I'm not training today. I have a rest day, but I'm going to do some cardio, some posing, and get some steps as well whilst Jaden trains. So we're gonna go to the gym together, which should be good on this rainy, miserable day. Not a vibe at all, but we have some friends coming over tonight for dinner for my birthday, which will be really fun. We've got a few girls coming over and one of their partners is coming as well. We're gonna have like a taco burrito night, which should be really fun. But we got a lot of cleaning to do today, so that's what we will be doing post gym, as well as a grocery shop.
Oats alone, I've got 9 grams of fibre.
That's good.
Yeah.
This is Jaden's. He's having a like birthday cake flavored protein at the moment. 10 out of 10. And then I just have my 2 eggs, 40 grams of oats, 15 grams of protein powder, berries, and almond butter.
Oh yeah.
We're back from Sunday reset duties. We did we did our grocery shop for somewhat of the week and also dinner tonight. Exhausted. We got a meal prep and then prepare for dinner because like I said we have friends coming over later today. So that'll be fun. 83.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
No, I'm not allowed to eat any of them.
We like yogurt,
Don't
alright?
eat any more yogurt. Oh my god, that's so funny.